This is a mountain lion I got in Arizona.
Tell the whole story.
The whole story.
Including the part where he makes the noise with his breath.
Who's telling the story? Who's telling the story? Grandpa's telling the story. Like Grandpa, not Misty.
Sorry.
Okay. I got this in Arizona. And I hand called him.
What does that sound like?
Dying rabbit.
Can you do it right now?
Probably someone in a bunch.
I don't have it right now.
Oh, okay. It's not a hand call.
Yes.
It is in your hand?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I, it was kind of fun because we were in a wide open space, and we were calling a bobcat.
Yeah.
We were calling a bobcat, and
You wanted a bobcat. You weren't looking for this guy.
we were looking for a lion, but we were calling a bobcat.
Oh my god.
And that's what the call sounds like.
Right.
Wow.
That was.
Wow. Thank you, Ted, for bringing that to life.
You're welcome. Okay, back to Grandpa. Don't even think about it.
Sorry. So you were actually calling a bobcat.
I was calling a bobcat, and Bruce was running the light, and I was on the gun. And this bobcat was coming down the mountain a long ways away and was very slow. So I looked over and I discovered that Bruce was falling asleep.
And this was normal.
And
Yeah, that's Bruce standard, falling asleep.
and so after a few minutes, I realized that Bruce was going to sleep. So I grabbed the light and I was swinging the light around. Trying to follow the bobcat, and he went down in a ravine, and I lost him for a while. So I swung it around to a different location, and I saw this set of eyes, and
Thought it was maybe the bobcat
I didn't know what it was. It was
at that point.
There was a big couple trees there, and he was bouncing around in the trees and jumping up into them and down from them.
Jumping in the tree?
Yeah.
Huh.
And I kept calling, and I woke Bruce up, and finally we started working the animal, and there was.
And that means like calling him in?
Calling and calling.
Okay. Go turn that down.
He didn't come in for a long time,
Go turn it down.
but there was a real flat ground, except there was a little mound in the middle of this field. So pretty soon he started getting down real low to the ground, and he went out to this little mound, and he got there, and it took about probably a half an hour, and then he would peek up over the mound and then go back down, and finally he peeked up and got a little higher, and I aimed the bullet on his. They have a white chin down here,
But were you shining the light?
Yeah. And so I saw that, and I thought, I didn't know how far he was. And so I aimed the bullet right at his chin and shot, and I got him right in the brisket.
What is the brisket?
The brisket is right
It's
in the
it's
chest.
a meat that's very tender
It's
and
right
you.
in the chest.
Okay.
And if you hit him there,
That's a pretty clean shot.
pretty clean shot. So I shot him, and I went out, and I took, Bruce said, you better take a pistol with you, in case he's not dead. So I went out and I got the pistol, or went in the back of the truck, got the pistol.
And what caliber was that pistol?
25. And
Caliber pistol.
What's a 25?
25 caliber pistol. It's not a very big one, but you know, at close range, it's okay. So I walked out and I said, "How far do you think that was, Bruce?" And he said, "Gosh, I don't know." And I said, "If it's more than 125 yards, it might be a big cat, not a bobcat."
Because you could tell the further away it
Yeah.
was, the bigger it must have been, because it looked
Right.
the way it looked.
And so I started walking out, and I measured my
Counting your
steps,
steps.
counting my steps. I got to 125, and it was a lot farther. So I got to 250 yards, and I thought, whoa,
What do I have here?
what do I have here? And then I finally got to him, and it was a lion, and he was
Done.
done. I got him. So I walked up to him and thought, oh, how cool. And I poked him with the light and the gun, and he was fine. He was, he looked dead. So I thought, how should I get him back to the truck? 250 yards, that's quite a ways. So
Yeah.
I said, well, this is only about probably 120 pounds. I can handle that. So I grabbed him by both legs and lifted him up and put him on my shoulders to carry him back. And when I lifted him up and he hit my shoulders, he went and made this horrendous noise. And I just went, whoa! Threw him over my head
And
he
ran
landed on
away!
the ground. Yeah. I thought, what is this? And
All the air
That
coming out
not
or
All the
freak you
air.
out though?
so
rabbit go.
then I took
Almost like getting a rabbit call in your ear.
so then I took the pistol and I went up and I went to shoot him again because I thought he was still alive. And I realized that the pistol didn't have any bullets in it. There was no
The clip was not in.
magazine wasn't put in the pistol.
We'll blame that on Bruce.
Oh, crap.
Grab.
So I had my, and when I did that, when I threw him on my shoulders, and he did that, I threw him off, and my flashlight went
Oh my gosh.
hither and there,
You couldn't see anything.
and couldn't see a thing. So
Did Bruce see it? See what was happening?
not too well because it was a long ways away. And so
That's
I went
like
back
two
and
football fields.
I found the flashlight and went back and and I realized he was dead then. So then I picked him up again and did the same thing, threw him over my shoulders, and brought him back to the pickup or back to the truck, and Bruce asked me,
What took you so long?
Yeah,
what was going on out there?
what did you get? I said, he said, did you get a big one? I said, yep, I got a big one. So I brought him back to the truck, and here he was, a lion.
When he said,
What'd Bruce say?
He was
freaking out?
Yeah, he was ecstatic.
Yeah.
We both were.
Because were you on a competition?
Oh yeah.
You were, and that was part of it. You could enter that in as your.
Did that put you over the top?
Yeah, we won the championships that year. And
Wow.
he helped.
He helped big
A
time.
lot. It was a great time.
So
Brought him back to the sign in, and where we went.
That's where you took all those photos.
Yeah.
Those great photos.
Great pictures.
Honey, would you tell everybody the wonderful announcement that your wife made when you got home with your prize lion?
I don't remember.
what? It's only the best thing that it's the best thing that ever happened to you. Besides
The lion.
her.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a real thrill.
No, we had been trying to get pregnant for a long time.
Yeah.
And you brought that home, and I said, honey, I have an announcement to make to you.
Oh,
And what was it?
you're pregnant with Misty.
That's right.
With me.
Preggers.
Yeah.
Almost as cool as.
It's a lion.
I think the lion's cooler.
Oh.
Are you really saying that? Because you would not be around if it weren't for me. He's so gonna do that while you're sleeping tonight.
I've never seen him laugh so hard. Oh, God.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Mom.
And did you have your truck at that point?
No, we were hunting out of Bruce's
Oh.
van.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you did it. Kind of stretch, like I told you about earlier.
So he was on the wall.
Stretch inside out.
He was on the floor for a
behind.
long
It's
time,
inside
then we
out.
put
It's
him on the
stretched
wall
apart.
in there.
In the living room.
The living room. But the taxidermist I took him to
Fighting tutu.
didn't tan the hide.
Oh.
He pickled it. And so it went to hell in a handbag.
And pickling
Oh, great.
is like with salt.
And it, yeah,
Okay.
and
Because
lye
All the world did
and
yours.
other things. It
you have.
preserves it, but not for very long. If they had canned it, he'd probably still be on the
With
wall.
like the suede back.
Yeah.
Tim brined his hide.
Uh-huh.
You know, in the salt and the tanning solution.
Yeah.
Nice pants.
I just,
All these guys.
But was that an option, or did you just do it kind of the way he wanted to do it?
I didn't, I sent it to a taxidermist, and that's the way they did it. And it was a very esteemed taxidermy shop,
That Bob Snow.
but they did a piss poor job
Yeah. Because he's now in many pieces.
in many pieces. Yeah,
Once we took him off the wall,
yeah, it kind of fell apart.
he fell apart.
That's a shame.
Because his hide was very brittle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hard.
Too bad.
Too bad.
Nice
Beautiful
cat,
head,
though.
though.
But he was part of our decor for a really long time.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
I scared many a sleepover guest
Oh, yeah?
with all the animals on the walls.
Yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Really amazing though.
But he was a nice cat. Pretty cat.
Beautiful.
Full furred. Everything was nice about him.
Well, this concludes our taxidermy hour with Skip Christensen.